Group of janitors is outraged after having to wait several weeks to get paid.
They contacted Call for Action's Keith King, who has important information for anyone with a boss who's refusing to pay up.
Yes, Krista and Mark, these are hard-working janitors making minimum wage or barely above it, and many were owed 2 paychecks after finishing up their last job. Turns out their former boss has been in the news before for owing people money. A lot of money. For Greg Terry, a new year brings with it new worries about money.
Hi.
Credit's sliding downhill pretty quick because I got to take care of the bigger stuff. I got to feed my daughter.
Terry and other co-workers left PCI Building Services in early January to work for another janitor company. Brenda Wood owns PCI. Janitors were never paid for the work they did in December.
I'm owed from December 1st to the 31st. That's 2 paychecks, which we should have gotten on January the 1st, or January the 2nd and January the 16th.
Terry says as supervisor, he repeatedly talked to Wood by phone about the paychecks. At first, he could pick them up, then told they were sent certified mail. Workers contacted Call for Action and the U.S. Labor Department.
It's stressful because I'm always on time. I've been raised to make my bills on time, make sure they're paid on time. I've never been behind my bills.
Brenda Wood made headlines in recent years for trying unsuccessfully to organize deals to buy 2 downtown office buildings. Both attempts failed. She filed for bankruptcy, listing over $13 million in debts. In court documents, investors accuse Wood of operating a Ponzi scheme, check kiting, and juggling funds in an attempt to keep the deal from collapsing. Wood agreed to meet with us, but refused to answer our questions on camera. She claims when janitors showed up at the Lansing office to ask about her pay, her staff felt intimidated and called police. So I checked with Lansing police. The chief tells me his department has no record of his officers being called to Brenda Wood's business in all of December and all of January.
Trying to be patient, trying to see both sides, and it's gotten to me.
On Monday, the last of the 13 employees received their final paychecks from Wood through the Department of Labor 7 weeks after leaving the job. If you have a wage dispute, the Labor Department has offices across the country, including here in Kansas City. Besides your name, address, company, and manager's name, it helps if you have copies of pay stubs and records of hours that you worked. You can find information and links by going to our website, kshb.com. For Call for Action, I'm Keith King.